heat thermal type of imagery, pink outsole, jagged edges. What? We have a lot to talk about, and I'll be right back.
Another one. If you can't play the game, then don't, little nigga. Move your feet to get seat.
You little ass nigga can't walk, can't talk, can't run, little nigga. Motherfuckers, TKK, little. It's your boy TripleK to get back in with another review, back again with another banger, man. Today, guys, we got the updated J Balvin Air Jordan 1 on deck. We finally got it on the channel, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do have to do a comparison video with the first batch versus the updated batch that we do have here today. And guys, man, I've been checking out this sneaker for a while, bro, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. These sellers that happen to be coming in on the channel in 2021, they coming with the heat. I don't know if I'm the only person getting the quality sneakers over here. I'm telling you, when I say these sneakers are gonna cause trouble on the market, people gotta look out, man. I'm telling you, I'm talking about authenticating apps. I'm talking about everybody. But before we begin to get in that, please make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a post notification about every single video we drop going forward. That's where I post like the dopest content, dopest photos of any sneaker or outfit boys rocking out for the day. We all know this is a channel we talk about sneakers openly and nobody's judged. First version that I had reviewed is pretty much the first batches of all first batches. They got that version wrong, and it happens when mock-up photos do pop up. You know, the non-retail market out here, they replicate every goddamn thing that they see on social media. And I also find it kind of funny because on Sneaker Bar Detroit, they purposely described this sneaker with a white outsole. I don't know if any of you guys picked that up, but they purposely did that so that they could throw off some of the non-retail makers so that they could get the sneaker wrong and they could sell off their pairs first, and then eventually the non-retail market would get it correct. But I'm telling you guys, these corporations out here, they know what they are doing. They know this sneaker was coming with a pink outsole, but they purposely said white. I know it could be a typo, but I mean pink and white, like come on, that's a clear difference right there. So the main question that everybody is asking, who is J Balvin? I was even asking who is J Balvin at one point. I'm just gonna let you guys know real quick what I know about J Balvin. At least what I've learned about J Balvin, because it's not like I knew about him before the sneaker, you know what I'm saying? So his real name happened to be Jose Alvaro Osorio Balvin. I'm not Spanish, I know I screwed up his name a little bit, but it is what it is, guys. You guys can correct me in the pronunciation in the comment section because you guys happen to do that a lot, so help me out there, please. He happens to be a Colombian reggaeton singer and songwriter. Most individuals and fans of his has pretty much labeled him as the Prince of Reggaeton. And he happens to be one of the best-selling Latin music artists of all time with over 35 million sales in albums, which is crazy. Nike is known for scooping up these very famous influencers and having them flex their creative juices on some sneakers. Bars on the low. It wasn't intentional. Sometimes it just happens. They have the ability to create anything that they want. Well, not anything because it is tweaked a little bit, but you guys get the gist of it. And as you and I can see, J Balvin went for the spectacular. I was trying to tell me nobody on the Nike team told J Balvin like, hey bro, you got way too many colors in here. This is like a carnival sneaker. Interestingly, prices are only at $500. I'm actually saying that like that isn't a lot of money. That's pretty much the reseller coming out of me of authentic sneakers. Let me just make sure I put it in there because you know the haters out here, they want clout, they want fame, they ain't got no talent, they just looking for somebody to blame. Woo! Come on, man. Oh Lord! See the bars coming out of your boy, man? Ain't no ice cream truck, but the bars coming out now. Let me get back to the review. Most collabs happen to do a lot of numbers in the beginning for the one obvious reason that the sneaker is actually a collaboration. Kind of like self-explanatory. J Balvin selected a canvas upper for the most part. Changes coming by the sock liner, which remains close to what we are used to seeing on the Air Jordan 1. Kind of close, just a little bit. Part of it can be located by the swoosh. Application process here is the canvas swoosh is stitched atop the black leather, which gives some contrast between the colorful swoosh and the colorful medial quarter panel. This material has a semi-gloss finish to it and is also lightly tumbled versus the interior part that happens to be silk. Right here you can see patently that they took a page out of the women's releases and used it on this release that we're reviewing today. Like I said in a few of my videos, Jordan Brand is actually experimenting with certain materials on sneakers. Soft, subtle, small changes that we're really not picking it up, but if you happen to be a sneaker connoisseur or a sneaker enthusiast, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Second part of the sneaker that is different from the upper in terms of material happens to be the patch. Hold up, ain't that something? Don't that remind you of the Air Max 97/1 Shaw and Witherspoons that also has a patch that was similar to this? I mean, if you look at the overall symmetry between the two sneakers, patch is pretty much the same but with different graphics. I'm just saying, 3 different patches were sent to decorate the ultra polychromatic sneaker. First one has a yellow background with a pink Jordan Jumpman. Second one has a pink background with yellow lightning. The third one happens to be an orange basketball, but something that is consistent among all of the patches that was sent with this sneaker is that they all have black cotton detailing. And guys, I just realized the patches that actually came standard with the sneakers happen to be different. This one has a Jordan Jumpman and the other one has a smiley face with lightning bolt eyes. When you think things couldn't get any crazier, a pink outsole was thrown into the mix. And thank God they did not change the threading to a different color or anything, just one solid color. Finally. And I was just about to ask, isn't anything about this sneaker going to be one solid color? And it just happens to be the midsole, which is going to get dirty, so it really don't matter if it was a polychromatic midsole or not. It's still good to see one color. Just one. Sharing the same exact color as the outsole of the sneaker, guys, is the tongue that happens to be switched back to the typical nylon tongue that we're seeing, but it happens to be exposed somewhat. And as unconventional this sneaker happens to be already, I was kind of surprised to realize that the tongue was just nylon. Deconstructed exposed foam can be seen from the sides of the sneaker, and we all know that is a nod to Virgil. I mean, at one point, can we just have the full-on normal tongue? Like, what the hell am I saying? I don't know if I'm reviewing goddamn sneakers or porn, but back to the sneakers. Not too sure if you guys happen to be familiar with thermal imagery, but it displays colors that we are seeing today, such as blue, red, green, and yellow. While the pattern might vary via thermal imagery, that is like the closest comparison I could whip up. Thermal image is employed on double canvas upper. It feels identical to jeans, very rough and rugged. And if you look really close, you will see that the double layered canvas is also textured and it has a pattern. It kind of reminds me of like a brick wall pattern. I've seen exposed edges and trimmings of all sorts, but what I am seeing today, guys, I've never seen it before, man. Never. Well, if I'm being completely honest, I already seen it because of the first batch, but this is the updated one. So as far as just seeing this ever before on the market, this is completely new to me. But I've definitely seen this before on the first batch of this sneaker, if that makes any sense. What they call jagged edges is all over the overlays of the sneaker. Talking about extra, it really don't get any more extra than this. The wing strap area of the sneaker has more so of circular shapes, while the toe, heel counter, the swoosh, and also the eyelets share more rectangle and square shapes. What branding can be found on the tongue tag, and the right sneaker happens to be a black Jordan Jumpman, and the left sneaker is a smiley face with the lightning bolt eyes, the same exact graphic that you can find on the patch of the left sneaker. The insole of the sneaker is colored in lime green and it carries a smiley face graphic as well. Don't know if some of the features may be different on the retail pairs, but that is at least how it is on mine. A black Air Jordan sign, wouldn't really mind if the black was changed to pink. Personal preference. So we have sail, lime green, pink, and black laces were sent for lace swap preferences. For me, I'm going to be lace swapping all 4 of them when I do get to that review. This review is already over 10 minutes. I can feel it as I'm recording. Minor detail that is definitely overlooked is the overall white stitching that holds the upper of the sneaker together. Actually kind of surprised that the color wasn't flamboyant somewhat, maybe like a pink or a yellow, you know, to be a little bit more out there, but white was still a good color choice in my opinion. So guys, just imagine if this sneaker was a generic Air Jordan 1, you could definitely see that they applied some patches, swapped out the entire upper, and they also changed the application process of the Air Jordan stamp, dyed the outsole from the typical white, sail, or even the pre-worn aesthetic that we all love to a pink color to help achieve this iteration that we are witnessing today. I'm just saying, to reverse engineer this sneaker back to a regular Air Jordan 1 is virtually impossible. Me, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, this pair is just like a retail pair. I really don't see anything that is different. Normally you guys happen to call out stuff like that in the comment section down below, and I love to read those comments. More so than not, I don't always reply, but I do laugh at some of the comments I do see down below because people love to call out stitching, and you and I both know retail and non-retail sneakers alike carry bad stitching. So could you really call it a flaw? No, it's just one of those things that happen with sneakers. As you guys seen when I did the intro of this video, they also updated the box as well as the accessories have been updated. If you look at the right sneaker that I'm holding right now, we do have the patches here. We do have the extra laces there. We also got the extra fancy box paper that was sent that got the basketball and the smiley face and all that good stuff on it. I don't know any other Air Jordan 1 on the market that I can pretty much compare this sneaker to. I can also compare the sneaker that has the thermal imagery on it once you put some heat on it, and that is the SB Dunk. I believe the name of that sneaker is a Civilist. That is like the closest thing to this once the black goes away, once you apply heat. And you know, once the sneaker gets back cold, then it goes to an all black sneaker, which I do love that sneaker. But that's like the closest thing that is really close to what we're seeing right now. As far as other reviews with these sneakers, guys, just make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can see me do the lace swaps, because I will be doing all 4 lace swaps so you guys can see how that sneaker looks on feet, as well as doing a sock combo. So just stay tuned for that review. I don't know when I'm going to plan it out, but eventually those are the type of reviews I want to bring to you guys, as well as something called a silhouette sneaker duel. So it's pretty much going to be different retros versus each other, probably in a close colorway, and then we would talk on those sneakers and choose which one happens to be our favorite. And also, guys, something called a colorway clash, which is pretty much going to be the same silhouette but different colorways. So maybe this versus like the Chicago, or it could be the Chicago versus the Game Royal, so on and so forth. Last but not least, my typical low budget hype beast outfits. I go like to Burlington, TJ Maxx, and pick up like $3 shirts, $5 shirts, and put together some dope outfits. Some of them are a little bit unorthodox, but it is what it is. You guys could be watching anybody else on the platform, but you decided to watch your boy TripleK TK, and I really do appreciate it, man. This video is probably well over 15 minutes, but it is what it is. I do this for you guys that enjoy me yelling, reviewing, acting the fool with these non-retail sneakers on the channel, man. I really do appreciate you guys coming through, showing love, hitting the like button, and all that good stuff. Remember, guys, if you spend time with yourself, you would never be alone. Be easy on me. Woo! Damn. I feel like I've been speaking for 40 minutes. I guess it comes with being a YouTube reviewer.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces.